Oh my gosh, tonight everybody gets in. Is today Friday? Yes. Tonight everyone gets here. But these ladies that are coming tonight, man, I feel them. I feel them so much, and I get to hug them, and we get to play foosball, and we get to go in the, heated pool, and we get to, just be.
I had heard people mention it. I just thought, oh, it's too much of a commitment. I've got these young kids. I'm too busy, which is always my excuse. I'm too busy for everything. Some of the other girls in the group, like Susan and Kendall, kind of encouraged me to sign up. And at the very last day that it was open, I just figured, well, at least I'll sign up. And if I don't want to go, I don't have to go.
At the beginning, I was kind of like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to join because I don't want to be around a lot of other women who have cancer and are just constantly talking about it.
I am such an introvert that the idea of going out and being with people that I don't know is terrifying. So, going out, even though these women with Beyond Boobs have had the same experience as I have, it's still very, very frightening for me to come outside my comfort zone and even just walk up to people I don't know and introduce myself.
I was very afraid of all of the stories that I had heard about cancer patients. I didn't know any good stories, success stories. And if you get involved in a cancer support group, your odds go up to lose someone, and I didn't want to deal with that.
But it was totally different.
When I went to my first meeting, everything changed. I would say they pretty much just saved me from depression and being able to talk to other people who have been through the same pain and fear that I was going through.
A girlfriend of mine said, hey, there's a group and they deal with metastatic patients. Let's go ahead and, design for younger women. I was like, okay. So when I found this one, I was like, okay, these women are actually my age. Right. Yeah. So it was kind of nice to see faces that were not my mom and my grandmother.
When I arrived to the retreat this weekend, I was scared, but after spending time with some of the ladies and getting to know them one-on-one, I really felt like I have a connection. I've made friends, and I'm able to just let my hair down and just be who I am.
And we were all talking about the different forms of reconstruction. I was still, doing chemo and starting to think about construction, or maybe I hadn't even started chemo yet, I'm not sure. But one of the members, she showed us her scars on her stomach and her breast from her DIEP flap. And I was like, wow, that's exactly who I am. I would totally show other people my scars to help them make decisions and help them, get a real idea of what this journey was going to be like. And she did that for me, and it was amazingly helpful. And I got the same surgery as her because of that.
Everyone was kind of doing show and tells. And I didn't quite know what to do with that yet, since this was new to me.
I had in my mind that a support group was going to be depressing, listening to everybody talking, and we do have our sad times, but you can't stay there. And I needed to have a community of women that would not let me stay there.
When I left there and got home, and that week I couldn't stop thinking about everything that we talked about and just all the stuff I had learned and what I was missing, that I knew I needed to go back and keep going.
And through volunteering on Tuesdays, I got to meet a lot of survivors. I got to meet survivors that I got close to and lost. And that made me realize that by being afraid and staying away from people who might pass away, I was losing out on a very precious gift. So
I'm very impressed at how much time and preparation goes into everything. It's a lot. There's a lot to do over the weekend.
We have all different games, like squish the balloons and change clothes while running up and down the sand.
I'm very curious about the Iron Boober.
Oh, yeah?
just out of curiosity, I think it sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Iron Boober is a competition we have here at the beach or at the retreat.
The activity I am looking forward to and I actually got was a massage. I've never had a massage, so I think I'm gonna enjoy that. I'm hoping.
I would say the activity I was looking the most forward to is the self-defense.
Kind of looking forward to punching out, I don't know, getting the aggression out, I guess, you know.
That's great.
Yeah, another form of release, I guess.
Always wanted to participate in the drum circle in terms of dancing, and like I usually am too shy to do that. It was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, Sandy, the woman, the volunteer who led it, was I was thinking like I would love her to be my mother, or at least live next door to me. And she taught us like how to connect with the group, sort of using it meditatively. And I really can't wait to do it again.
That's great. Doing it with them, and the journey that I've gone to get to where I am right now, and that whole circle of just friends and love and power and just release when we just did that drum circle. The whole gamut of emotions just totally.
So were there any women at the retreat that just stuck out for you as a guidepost or as a...
Alveda. The last day of the retreat when Alveda spoke, I knew if she can stay strong, because I was just diagnosed with stage 4, that if she could stay strong, I could stay strong too.
I would probably say to someone considering Beyond Boobs to not hesitate and just walk right up and walk in, because it's totally worth going outside your comfort zone and getting involved and being here, because it's amazing.
It's like a very fast and fierce sisterhood that you don't see coming. And it hits you fast, it hits you hard, and there's no going back. It just gets deeper and stronger. And especially this is my first retreat. Coming away from it, I know that this is it for me to get me through whatever I need to get through beyond breast cancer and whatever else comes along with it.
The retreat, my first retreat, that's when I knew I was with my family, because we have a common foundation. It's like we knew each other immediately. Mary Beth and Renee, they're amazing. I cannot believe that they pulled this off, that they've grown it like this.
Sometimes you have that one person who reaches out to you in a way that, again, not something that you feel that you need, but something that you find out you need. In a later conversation, you're like, you know, I didn't think I needed it then, but I realize now that it helped.
The amazing doctors I found them 2 out of 3 of them from Beyond Boobs. And that's like so important, because that's how I survive this thing, is from my doctors. And you know, and Beyond Boobs, and the things I've learned from them about food, eating and food and exercise and fellowship and support for each other, how to give back. Sisterhood and having support in a community environment is essential. So please reconsider, join, even if you're scared, come.
When I went to my first meeting, I said, well, I cried through the whole meeting. And somebody said, well, look at all these new friends you have. And I said, I don't need any more friends. I was wrong. I now have hundreds of new friends that I need very much. That we all know where we're coming from, and you just let down your hair, if you have it. And you don't have to do this alone. And I actually have a friend now she's 85 and was just diagnosed, and I said, I'm going to the oncologist with you. You can't go there by yourself.
It has been awesome. The food, the laughs, the cries, the hugs, the waves, everything was just so wonderful. Everyone was so supportive, and it just felt like a second home.
If I didn't have these ladies, I don't know where I'd be today. I don't know that I would be as strong as I am and as uplifting as people think I'm the strong woman. But really, I wouldn't be without you guys, without Beyond Boobs. You've changed my life forever. And I'm just so thankful.
I was very nervous. I was very scared. The only thing I can think of from that day forward was that I was gonna die and who would take care of my kids. But after joining Beyond Boobs, that is no longer with me.
Since Beyond Boobs, just as a whole, the journey has made me happy for today. Knowing that any way you turn, somebody's there. They may not be there exactly like you feel they need to be, but sometimes you realize that they're there the way you need it.
This community of women in Beyond Boobs has shown me that I can be fierce and I can be bold, yet I can be soft and giving, but I can also take when I need to take because it's important now. And I know that more that I've been through this, that it's important to take for yourself as well as give to others. The Warrior Walk this weekend was huge. I didn't know I needed that.
So the Warrior Walk is when you form two lines of, well, obviously for us it was survivors. A person at the front of the line closes their eyes and they walk down the middle of these two formed lines, and these women on each side are just kind of stroking them and encouraging them and whispering in their ears that they're beautiful, they're strong, you're a good mother, you're an inspiration, you're radiant. But the point is to keep your eyes closed until you get to the end, and then the next girl goes. And you do this all the way until every girl has gone. Before that, I was just like, oh, this is gonna be kind of hokey. Like, we're just kind of women standing here. And the moment it started, I will tell you, it's the most powerful thing I've ever done. It was life-changing. Just women coming together to uplift each other, because we forget to do that sometimes.
When I experienced it, I ended up tearing up because it just means so much to me. In the comments, people were saying, you're beautiful, you're strong, you're smart, and sometimes you just don't hear that all the time, and you just need to hear it.
I was bald. Many of us, know. So I was bald, and we had a poker run as a fundraiser with the Old Dudes Motorcycle Club. And I agreed to go to Hooters, of all places, and hold a bag where the old dudes would pull out a card. A man that I've never met before came up to me, and he looked at me. I was the only bald one there that day. He looked at me. The 60-year-old man started crying, and he put his hands on my head and he said, "I love you." And he hugged me. I know. And I looked at him and I wanted to be strong, and I said, "I love you too. I'll see you next year."
Tears the whole time.
You rocked it, sister.